Hey guys, welcome back. It is time for the Q&A. Scarlett's like, I want to answer some questions. So let's just jump right into it. I have them right here on my phone. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I see you are still friends with coworkers when you worked at dealerships. Would you go back to working for a dealership?
Yeah, dealership.
Would Mommy go back working at a dealership?
Yes.
Possibly. My friends have asked me like, go work at this one so that we can have lunch together. So I have thought about it, yes. We'll see what happens. Do you have any tattoos? Does Mommy have tattoos?
Yes.
Yes, I have tattoos and I do plan on getting more. Are you moving to North Arizona because you're visiting that area a lot? No, I was just visiting. Someone asked me, what is your worst period story? I love watching your YouTube channel. We will not talk about that. What is my dream vacation?
Going to summer.
So my dream vacation is probably going to Tokyo. I've always wanted to visit Tokyo. I have a thing for Tokyo. Or, of course, anywhere out of the United States, like a country. Aw, thank you. I love you. I missed you. She just got back from her dad's. You are so amazing. Yes, you can sit on my lap.
Because I'm super short.
You want juicy? What's everyone's favorite juice? Oh, well. What's your favorite juice?
Lemonade.
Lemonade. This next question is, do you see yourself staying in Mesa for the next 5 years? We shall see what the future holds. What advice do you have for those in their 20s? That's actually a pretty good question. I believe having fun in your 20s for sure, but to also learn how to be responsible with your money, learning how to budget and save. Also, I would try out college and see if you like it. If it's not, you could always stop going. Ever uncertain of what you want to do, at least go to get your generals out the way and then go from there. This next question asks, how did you imagine your adult life turning out before you were put into foster care? Before I was put into foster care, I pictured my life as going to school and getting a job. I really wanted to get my first job when I was like 14. I wanted to save up my first car, so by the time I saved up for like 2 years, then I would have like a really nice car, or at least a decent car that I wanted. I think my first car I wanted was like a convertible or something.
I love you.
I love you too. This next question says, do you see yourself and Scarlett permanently living in Arizona or moving to another state? Love y'all. Love you. I was born and raised in Arizona. Scarlett was born and raised in Arizona. I want to explore the other states. I've lived in Washington for a little bit, but that's the only state I've actually really lived in. I jumped around a lot when I was put into foster care, that I got to see different parts of Arizona, but that's about it. You never know what the future holds. I have thought about it. For one of the states I have thought about is Texas. I wish California wasn't so expensive. It is very beautiful. I will always visit California. I love being by the beach and the water, but if it were ever to come down to moving, maybe, but my whole family is in this state, so. Okay, this next question pretty much asked me if I ever want more kids in the future. And I get this question asked all the time. It comes up a lot, repeatedly, but that's okay. I don't mind answering it. And right now, it's just me and Scarlett. I have said in the past before, if I find my significant other and we decide to have more kids, I might want to birth maybe 2 more of my own and then maybe probably adopt. But as of right now, I'm only focusing on her, and yeah. I thought this one was really interesting. They said, Melinda, have you thought about taking realtor classes like your mom and dad? A long time ago, I did think about doing something like that, and I just never really put my foot in the door. I think it's pretty cool, and one thing that I like about houses is I like when they, the models, how they just decorate it, and I'm just obsessed with the decor is what I like. I know that's more design than being a realtor, but I'm just obsessed with model homes, just looking at them. If you're like, hey, do you ever want to go on a walk and just talk? We can go look at model houses. I'm like, yes. It's a weird thing, but I just like that kind of stuff. This is a really, I guess, juicy or deep question to ask. Someone pretty much asked, what happened to Scarlett's father? Okay, so I can do a different video on this, and we can go more into depth with co-parenting and how we co-parent if you want to know. But nothing happened to him, but we'll leave it there, and we can talk about that another time if you guys are interested in how we co-parent and stuff. I love watching your YouTube videos and your family's YouTube videos. I love watching you and Scarlett make a snowman in the snow. XOXO, love y'all. Love ya, Melinda. Love you. Thank you for always the love and the support. Have you ever thought about getting back into a relationship and being happy again? You and your daughter are amazing. No comment. I will not confirm or deny. Are you and Scarlett planning on moving homes? As of right now, we are staying put. My goal is to eventually move out. I don't know if it will be at the end of this year or one more year, but right now we are staying put. Have you ever been out of the country? No, but I really, really want to. What would be like the best country to visit first? You let me know. What was your first job? My first job was Golfland Sunsplash in Mesa, Arizona. Funny enough, my mom used to work there when she was younger, and it was around summertime. It was so long ago, and she was like, why don't you try to apply for this job? And I was like, okay, and I tried it, and I worked in the ice cream parlor, and after the ice cream parlor, it was only a seasonal job. So then I was like, well, let me see what else they have, and the Golfland side of Sunsplash was year-round. So I applied there, I got the job there, and I started working at Golfland. And at some point, I think I tried doing 2 jobs, and it was also working at a daycare. I didn't really care for the daycare, not because of the kids or whatever, just the environment itself. So I decided to not work there and continue to work at Golfland for a while. So when I was younger, I worked at Golfland, and I was still in high school. So I would go to school, and then on the weekends I would work. And that helped me pay for my gas, my phone, and my car payment, and I believe car insurance when I was in my teens. So my first car was a blue Volkswagen, and every time anyone came into my car, they're like, it smells like crayons. And I think it's just the Volkswagens, but boy, I had that car for like the longest time. And I remember my parents, for my graduation present, for graduating high school, they paid off my car for me. And then maybe like a month later, it broke down on me. And I was like, dang, you know how people always be like, oh, you feel like when you finally pay something off, then it finally falls apart. I felt like that, but I didn't know what I was doing with my first car. It was a learning experience, but hey, it got me from point A to point B, and I love that car, and I would always blast music all the time. I had fun. Good memories. Totally went on a long story with that, but that was a good question, so thank you for asking it. What am I doing? Okay. I got another question about my period story. I don't like, are you guys really that curious about my period story? Like, it's so weird. What do you like doing in your free time? What's that? What is that? I know that some of you have asked, like, oh, what do you do when you don't have Scarlett when she goes to her dad's house? And honestly, I just clean the house. I am on social media. I talk to some of my friends. I have went out a couple times. I have not been out in a while. The country bar is calling my name again. I just absolutely love country music and I love dancing. So, but we dance too much and you get all hot and sweaty. And I don't like that feeling. I feel really gross towards the end of the night. I used to watch shows and I don't really watch shows anymore, but I will look forward to watching some new shows. I've seen Yellowstone, I believe that's what it's called, all over my For You page and my news feed, and I'm just like, should I watch it? I think I want to finally watch it. I know someone told me, like, don't you like cowboys? This is a great show for you. I'll never forget, I don't remember who said that, but I think it was like one of my guy friends or something. But I was like, okay. On my free time, I also end up being at the gym longer. I like sitting in the sauna. I like doing the treadmill. I know some of you have some rude comments about my appearance, and it's a lot of, I'm gonna be honest, it is a struggle for me because that is a goal of mine, is to lose more weight. I lost some and then I gained it back, and then with my spine procedures, and then I'm very limited to what I can and cannot do until I am completely healed. So I will not jeopardize that. And I know a lot of it has to do with your diet. And I've been really good, and then I would slowly go back down, and that's how I was last year, but so far, so good. I have been a little bit better this year, So that has explained the way that I look. Gonna keep pushing myself. I got this, Melinda. I can do this. It's something I've wanted for a very, very long time, and that is my answer. Did you ever go to college? What was your major? I have answered this before. I did go to college, and then I stopped once I found out I was pregnant with Scarlett. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I need to make more money. That's the only thing that I was focused on. I was going to college to get my generals out the way. And then once I was in college, I was also doing dance classes. And then I was like, you know what? I think I want to be a marriage counselor, funny enough. And it's always in the back of my mind if that's something that I want to do once Scarlett officially starts going to school. This year. I am not ready. Don't want to think about it. Okay. So I have seen this question before, and someone asked it once more. Would you please ask the Crazy Pieces, my parents, and the Crazy Middles, my aunt, to do a talent show? I will talk to them. I'll see what they say and see if it happens. I think that would be pretty cool. So another person asked, like, how is my schedule? How do I keep everything going? And I have more than one calendar. I have a calendar that's in my office. I have a calendar that is with me when I go anywhere. And then sometimes I have an extra little one that stays in my truck and where I keep my notes and everything. More than one calendar, I guess. It helps me stay organized and helps me keep on top of stuff. Okay, so someone said that I did mention how I have this invention, and I am not quite ready to share it with you guys yet, so there's no update on that, unfortunately. It is still in the works, and once I'm ready to share that, I'm going to be so happy to share it with you guys. This next question says, ever thought about making merch? You and your daughter are beautiful inside and out. Thank you. I have Yes, I've thought about it so many times. I've thought about the clothing and the shirts. Like, I just had this whole image in my head of what it's gonna look like. And my favorite quote is, "It's fine, everything's fine." Who knows, maybe we'll focus on getting the merch out and going from there. Well, there you guys have it. That is a nice little Q&A for you guys. I enjoyed answering those questions, even the ones where they were rude, but I don't mind. Some of them I don't mind because it's just me being me being honest with you and my journeys with me and my daughter being a single mama. Thank you guys for tuning in today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.